Good with y'all, bro? I go by the name of Trey. Most of y'all niggas don't know. Alright, I had to break something down to y'all, man. I gotta let y'all know, bro. I gotta get y'all hip, man. This world that you living in is a fucking illusion. I've been said it's a stage. I've been said that we are all actors in this motherfucker. The world has a script. The world is guided by people who paint the pictures. They tell you how it's gonna be, and that's how it's gonna be. The same people that I've learned this from humans. I've learned this from dealing with people in my life. People are very good actors. One of the strongest ways to attack somebody is make them believe that you are weak in the first place. They act like they don't know what the fuck is going on. They act like they don't see this shit, like they don't know. They know. Oh, they know. When they throw up them signs, put it over their eye, or they do whatever, and they claim they don't know what the Illuminati is. Oh, they know. They know. What is the Illuminati? The Illuminati literally translates to the Illuminated, to the illuminated ones. It literally translates to those that have the light bearers, guiders of light. What is light? Light is knowledge. Light is information. Light is the 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 nature that gives you the information. They have all of that. The Illuminati is literally giving you the know-how of the workings of the world. People don't fuck with the Bible because they know it's written by people, but the Bible is literally like the divine message from God Himself talking to you, talking to those people, and they wrote that shit down. There are books that were cut out of the Bible that they didn't want you to know. They tell you what they want you to know. They wouldn't tell you that they have flying saucers in the Bible. They wouldn't tell you about the seasons, the temperaments, the portals, the dimensions. They wouldn't talk to you about God's throne, the different dimensions in heaven. They wouldn't talk to you about how everything works. Why would they tell you how everything works? We are in the land of our enemies. This is Assyria. This is Babylon. This is Rome. This is Egypt. This is all those places again. History repeats itself. We are in a constant change. Once it gets destroyed, it gets built back up. Why? Because our goal is to have a human experience. Our goal is to change. And until we change, we will keep waking up in this motherfucker. There is no getting out. You Once you complete your mission, you die. And people think when you die, you go somewhere where you have no idea. You're just in limbo, chilling. No. You go wherever your soul is destined. It's the fear that holds people in shackles, that yoke around their neck that keeps them from doing what they need to do, keeps them from acting out, keep them from conspiring against those leaders. Our leaders. Our president is just a fucking face. That nigga isn't shit. He knows that. He's just an actor. We vote on actors, bro. We have people come in here and teach us some bullshit, tell us all the lies, man. He's not even the one that makes the laws. He controls the government. That's all he does. He's a fucking comedian. We look at him and, oh, he's terrible. We want him out of office. He is literally the Joker from Batman, my nigga. Literally. He is literally the Joker from Batman. He is an agent of chaos here to stir shit up. Do you know that the elite are just sitting back in a chair? I picture them just sitting cross-legged, sipping tea, watching us just go ham on TV. They getting their sick kicks off right now. They love what they seeing. They're so enamored with it because we don't know what's going on. We can't see that. We are so stuck in a third dimensional reality that we don't see what's going on around us spiritually. You have to have this open right here. You have to have a faith in the Most High to get this shit, man. You have to. There is no other way. This Illuminati has been going on for years, for centuries. It was established in 1776. But we all know there's nothing new under the sun. That is not a figure of speech. That is facts. There's nothing new under the sun. It's been this way forever. Thousands of years. Since my birth, since your grandfather's birth, since his grandfather's, and so on. This has been the way since the origin of the universe. There's good and bad. One cannot exist without the other. There is a duality. There's male and female. There's good and bad, as above, so below. What happens to one side has to be done to the other. You hear that in math. The way the world is, bro, they flipped everything. Satanism is literally God's work backwards. Everything that he is disgusted with, that the creator's disgusted with, is done in Satanism. Why? It is the complete defilement of godly nature. It's the opposite. In Hebrew, the world's first language. A lot of people don't know that. They say it's Latin. No. Hebrew, the world's first language. We wrote right to left. English, we write left to right. Why? It is the complete disregardment. I don't even think that's a word. I'm trying to be smart and shit. It is the complete disrespect of how we were created. We are Hebrew Israelites, dog. We were created in the image of the creator, man. We are sun gods. We get our energy off the sun, off of plants, off of life. We are the earth. What do? You bring them to a country that doesn't have all the sun. Some states do. I live in a state that unfortunately does not. We are away from our land, which is Africa. We are away from that, and we are in a country where they worship gods, not the devil. They worship gods. Popular gods are Bacchus, Pazuzu, the Baphomet. That they worship these beings and they offer sacrifices to them. Every year, they gather around and they bow before a giant statue of an owl and they sacrifice children. They really do that shit. You sitting at home with your kids watching TV, drinking hot cocoa. You know what I'm saying? You doing some white people shit. These niggas is out here killing kids. Why, you ask? Children are the most innocent. They still see spirits. They still are. We all have an inner child. Our child never leaves us. That is the fun. That is the charisma. That is the joking manner you still see while I'm delivering you this serious message. It is your inner child is who you always will be. That will never die. No matter how much you grow, you just gain knowledge, you gain experience, and you have more responsibilities as you get older. But the inner child is infinite. You know, so that being the closest thing to God, they take that away. You know, and since we are all one, since we all are together in this earth, you take away from that, you're hurting God. That's the goal. When they build the Tower of Babel, I believe it is, when they build that big ass tower back in Babylon, that was made to kill God. That was their attempts. They were trying to get as high as they could to kill God. They hate him. Satanism is the practice of hatred, is hating the one that made all of this. In our foreknowledge, we were all created. We were all created. All of us were planned. The creator knows everything. Everything. We were all planned, bro. You think you were just a sperm cell in your balls? You were here by accident? No. I'm sorry, in your father's balls. You were planned many, 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 many years before you were even developed. He knows everybody by name. The creator is not man or woman, it is spirit. But if it had to take a shape, it would take the form of man. You understand what I'm saying? It is an energy. How we are capable of seeing him, seeing any of these spirits is in balls of light. I compare it to the dead lights in It. If you've seen It, whichever one, the dead lights was its true form. It was three. The bigger the energy is what you see. The let me slow down a little bit. I got so much knowledge I'm trying to get out. Let me slow down. three balls of energy that you saw in that represents its true form. The more powerful the being is, it will have a bigger. I've been drinking too. Hold up, bro. We gonna get through this, I promise you. Okay. The bigger and the brighter the orb is, the more powerful it is, right? So that's basically how we would see everything. Now, it corresponds to colors, right? Blue being a calm, peaceful, serene type of vibe that's usually a spirit master, as well as purple. Purple is usually a spirit master, center master. Those are the ones that came before us that have had a human experience, and they've elevated their consciousness to a point of rebirth in the spirit realm. They're no longer able to become a human, so they're contacting us through there's this form of spirituality, this form of consciousness, right? Uh, Lighter purple would be that. Darker purple is God, Yahuwah, the Most High, the Creator, whatever you refer to him as, but his true name is Yahuwah. That is the Most High. That's him. I've encountered these things in my meditation. I talked about that in an earlier video. I've encountered his presence. I've seen him in person. You can say what you want about it. He comes to those to deliver an important message, you know. And it is through all of this that I gained this knowledge, this understanding, and it was very complex to take at a point in time. So I understand how you all may feel, you know, getting this message as well as my other videos. Um, it's not easy, bro. It's not easy to get this type of knowledge. It takes a while to digest, to break down, and make yourself comfortable with it. But once you do, you will truly awaken your mind. This world is not what you think it is. It's not. You know, I just had a conversation with my mom a while ago, and she is, you know, it scares her. It scares her to know all of this shit. I can't blame you. It's scary in general, but once you break the barriers of your human consciousness and you elevate to a state of knowing, to enlightenment, these things don't even bother me anymore. I laugh at these niggas. I laugh at them. They don't scare me. They try. They try their hardest. They're not fucking with me. They not. They're not fucking with me, bro. On God, they not. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand, bro, that this planet it will die someday. It's starting now. We are in the end times, man. There's fucking blood rivers. There's goddamn race wars. There's false plagues. And when I first heard this shit in the Bible, and I knew this was coming a long time before it even happened. I didn't expect it to happen the way it did, but I knew it was coming. And I thought it was a literal sense. I thought we would just drop dead and, you know, but it's not like that. It's not. It's all an illusion. It's an illusion of harm until the harm actually comes. You have to submit to the evil forces to get them to do what they can to you. It's all a submission. Like, you know, the old myth where a vampire can't walk into your house. You have to let him. That's the same thing with all supernatural forces. You have to give them permission to allow them into your home to cause harm to you. You have to give them that permission to do that. And that's what we're doing, man. We're willingly letting these niggas do whatever the fuck they want to. We are. And the people that don't know this don't know what inhabits this world. We are not the only motherfuckers here. We're not. There are many spirits. I mean, I sense them on a daily basis. There are many spirits on TV, in politics, walking down the street, and they wear human faces. They're shapeshifters. They can hold any form, any any body. They can hold animals. They can, they possess furniture, my nigga. They possess dolls. They take whatever form they can. The spirit realm and the I guess third dimension, the human realm, they're in the same place. We're in the spirit realm right now, just not consciously. We're not aware of all that we can see. You understand? It coincides. It's one in one. We're in cahoots with the same shit, you know. But we're not aware of this. I mean, when you become awake, bro, you see everything. There is nothing that is hidden from you. You see everything. Turn on the TV, bro, and I see demons in my face. And it's not what you think. It's not a red man with horns. It's people that look just like me, except they don't got a jawline like I do. They don't have, I'm sorry, eyebrows like I do. They don't have a soul. You can literally see the soul not being there. They are clones. They can stay in human bodies by cloning them. And then multiple demons possess this body. And they're able to move because they don't have souls. They don't have souls, these things. They don't. They're just spirits inhabiting a body. They're piloting a body. That's what it is. Right? They are your politicians, your actors, your viners, your YouTubers, your rappers, anything entertainment. They're there. Your fucking president, most definitely. That's who they are, bro. They can even be your neighbors. When you have the eyes, when you have the spiritual eyes, bro, you see all that shit. You know. You can't be fooled. The world is riddled. It's entangled in a normal reality and a spiritual one. This is what we fight for every day. Where the Illuminati was a secret society started in 1776 in America. Let me see if I have $1 right quick. $1. Yes, I do. Alright, peep this, right? George Washington, that man right there, Master Mason, 33 degree. The highest form of masonry you can be in. Okay? See this pyramid? See the eye right there? Focusing on it. The eye. Focus, bitch ass nigga. There's a pyramid with the eye. There's 13 layers on that pyramid. 13 layers. There's 13 stripes on this eagle with the flag right there. There's 13 stripes in that motherfucker. Roman numerals on the pyramid. It's hard to see on this dollar bill, I know. They equal 1776. The 13 is symbolism for destruction, for rebirth and regeneration. The eye on the pyramid is the devil watching over you at all times. It has the words Annuit Coeptus and Novus Ordo Seclorum. Novus Ordo Seclorum. Basically, what that transfers to, it's Latin for New World Order, New Order of the world and destruction of mankind. That's what it is. He holds the olive branch and arrows of war. That eagle symbolizes the hawk, which symbolizes Horus, which also symbolizes the devil. It's a rising up. You get that? It's a rising up. Also has 13 stars. It's riddled with the destruction. It's one. It's the dollar. The money is the destruction. It's the corruption of man. Money isn't a bad thing. It's what people do for the money that allows them to have this type of power, this hold. And what better than to put the face of a man who owned slaves, who killed people, who worshiped the devil, who had sex with animals, who went to these parties, who fucked men. These are sick bastards. These are sick fucking bastards, bro. And these are people that we're taught to look up to. taught you can be president if you want to. You can be anything you want. And in theory, you can be president. But in reality, they know who it is before you even know. It's already chosen. Trump was chosen back in '97 with The Simpsons. Scraped off the scab. Fuck. Anyway. Anyway. They knew who they wanted back in '97. Trump was made to come in. He already knew he was going to lead the world into what it is. The Simpsons already prophesied that bullshit. The Simpsons talk about everything and they're just like, oh, they predicted the future. It's scripted. They already knew this back in the day. Obama, he is this, they're all connected to the same bloodline. The world is run by the by the Rothschilds. Damn, I'm fucked up, but I'm still gonna do this video. My mind is the most active when I'm like this. I gotta get this shit out. The Rothschilds, the what is the name of the Rockefellers? All the Jewish rich white families, they run the world. The Jews run the world. The fake Jews, the Khazars, the Khazarians, the Russians, they run the world. That's your true gangs, that is your true businessmen. They run the world. They decide how everything goes. Those are also the fallen ones. The book of Enoch, it talks about how the angels came down from the heavens, from Shamayim, and they had sex with the women, and they birthed children. They birthed giants who eventually turned on men and started eating them. They ran the world. How they were able to be canceled out. Civil War, they killed each other. The giant part of them died, but the human spirit still lives on. How? They manifested into the people in power, and those children received orders from their fathers. The same children, which was 200 plus angels that rebelled, was 1/3 of the angel population. They rebelled against Yahweh's commandments, and they're the ones that incited all of this shit. They're the ones that started all of this. This is all spiritual. This is not a group of wicked individuals that just decided to rise up against their own kind. These are not human motherfuckers that want to control us. They take the form of many, many beings, one of which are the aliens that you just saw a little bit ago. Those aliens, they're actually the fallen, and it's close to their true form, because angels are truly beautiful. Everything in God's image and Yah's image is beautiful. Everything. He created the worlds, and we relic in his art all the time. His angels were no different. They were immensely gorgeous, right? Their wickedness literally made them hideous. Your inside is a reflection of your outside. Their spirit was just so disgusting, it made them look how they look. That's why when you see little green man, or you might even see 8-foot giants, who knows how they will come. But those aliens, those are the fallen ones, bro. Their goal is to take over and destroy everything that was created. They want to rule the world. They want to be like God, and they hate that they can't. So their goal is to take everything and everyone. You understand? They already know that they're going to hell, so they're dragging everybody with them. Hell is mental. It's not above or below. It's where we go in our mind. Our soul pilots where we go. That is our... I gotta slow down for y'all a little bit. Okay. The Illuminati is not so secret. It is a group of a bunch of people that make decisions on our well-being. Their plan is going according to how they said it would. They declared this back in the 80s with George Herbert Walker, George H. Bush, what the fuck was his name? That ugly ass dude that just died a little bit ago. He said back in the 80s that their plan would go exactly how they said it was. Nothing would stop them. And this would be the way of the world. The new world order is coming. 30 years later, here we are. I'm sorry, almost 40 years later, here we are in the same spot with all the same curses. There's locust plagues in Africa, there's blood rivers, there's aliens in the sky, there's plagues, there's racial tension. Soon, well, that blackout, that was just a form. There's famine. All of these curses that were talked about are happening right now. Right now. But the thing is, this is just a starter. This is just a test to see what they can get away with before they take the whole thing. This is just a fucking test. When they take it, they gonna take it. They don't give a fuck. That chip is coming soon, my niggas, soon. Bill Gates said about 2 months ago, in 18 months, 2021, this motherfucker will be here. This chip will be here, bro. The chip is the mark of the beast. It is 666. That is the destruction of man. The chip, they will put that in you. They will know where you are at all times. They will control your brain, control your motives. You submit to that, you're done. This isn't the first mark of the beast. The first one that happens in our post-flood. This is the world after the flood of Noah. That was the concentration camps where they had that barcode on you. That was the mark of the beast back then. That was the mark of the beast. They tattooed up that on you. That was the mark of the beast. This is the new age mark of the beast. The world was transformed back then. This is like the exact same thing that happened back in the 40s. Hitler is Trump. You understand? World War III is going to happen, and it's not different countries fighting. It will be a civil war. It will be us against the police, us against the government. Flat out. This is truth when I'm speaking to you. Research everything I'm saying, but if this message is scaring you, you already know it's the truth. You shouldn't fear anything. If you believe in what you believe in, you will be okay. You will be okay. Everything is fine, bro. Sometimes we give this message and we don't have reassurance. We expect people to be so strong. It's hard to be strong. It's hard to just take somebody's word and it's hard. But I want you to know that no matter what happens, you will be okay. Things will get serious. Things will clear up soon. They will be back on that bullshit later. Worse. Keep y'all head up, man. Don't ever look down. Keep fucking moving.